we challenge you to a game of Story, Story, Die.
Heck yeah!
Yeah!
Accept!
Yeah!
So, Story, Story, Die will involve 2 people from each team, and they'll come up, and they'll get a title for a fairy tale from you guys. The goal of this game is to, they'll all be standing up here in a line, and I'll call someone's name out, and they'll step forward, and they'll start the story. So they'll say, once upon a time, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll call a new name, and that person will step forward, and they will continue it. If the person who steps forward next repeats more than 3 words that the last person says, then they die. Or if they say something that doesn't make sense, then I get to choose. Or if they step forward when I call someone who's not in the game. You'll see how that works as we get into it, because I'll start being mean. Anyway, if you would like to get your suggestion. Yeah?
You got it.
Give me an adjective.
Little. Fast.
Little. Give me a noun.
Red.
Red.
Lamb.
Red.
Boy. She's a little big boy. Red.
Dryer.
Did you say shoe? Our story we're going to be telling you is The Littlest Shoe.
Carter, you can start.
There once was a little shoe. It was so little, it didn't fit on anyone's foot. So the shoe was really sad. And one day, while hopping through town, he saw some dolls. He's like, maybe I can fit on the doll's feet. But sadly, he's a shoe, so he couldn't open the door.
The shoe had to figure out how to get into this doll store. He just really wanted to be on somebody's foot, and he's like, dang, I would fit on that. So he was like, hey, maybe I'll ask some of these big people with things like hands to help me get through the door.
But while the shoe tried to talk to the people didn't hear anything because shoes can't talk. So the shoe had to get around this point, so he went to the store next to him, which was a Staples. So he went, and the Staples had an open door policy, so their doors were open the whole time.
Once he walked into Staples, he was like, where do I find some feet to put in my shoe body? And what?
Put a brown bag.
Teetles. And once he said this sentence, he immediately regretted this. But here's the thing about shoes. They can talk to other shoes. So he went up to people and he was like, hey, do you know where I can find some bare feet?
The other shoes didn't know where to find bare feet because they were all being worn at the time. They're like, sorry fam, I got something going for me already. I can't help you. So the shoe was real lost and he was like, well screw it, I'm gonna go next. It's 2 words. Next door to the Staples, which was a Foot Locker. And he goes in there, which was also an open door policy. He goes in, and all he can hear is the screams of shoes that are trapped on the shelves. And he's like, I need to save these shoes.
But the shoes were all ugly shoes. That's why they're still in there. He had to think of a way to get all these other shoes pretty. So he went back to the Staples.
Orion.
And he picked up some glitter and some LED lights. And he went back to the Foot Locker and he's like, guys, the new thing is light up. Lend me your souls.
And the shoes on the shelves said, dude, that was a sucky joke. Help us, and then we will laugh at your jokes. Right? And so the shoe with the glitter, he's like, yeah, I'll do it. But then
the shoe with the glitter was like, hey, that's my stick. Oh.
You repeated too many words.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you have to die though.
What? How does I die?
Glitter. Eating too much glitter.
Eating too much glitter? Alright. Oh, this seems like a safe amount of glitter. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Once all the glitter and LED lights were on all the ugly shoes, the owner of the Foot Locker came inside and was like, is it a freaking raven here? This looks like guy.
Carter.
And then he invited all these people with bare feet to come to his shoe store rave. And they were dancing and dancing. But people were like, still not looking at the little shoe, because he's a little shoe. And people don't have little...
So nobody wanted to buy the littlest shoe. The littlest
shoe tried to find someone with small enough feet for him to be paired with. But no one had that small of feet. Everyone who goes into Foot Locker has at least a size 12.
Carter.
But then, through the rave, the fog, and all the glitter, she saw it, a very newborn baby in a stroller. And he's like, dang, that's my chance. I gotta go take it.
Kyle.
The littlest shoe hopped and hopped
As fast as he could, all the way to the stroller. But alas, there's all these big shoes around, and he couldn't hop over them.
Court.
So he went next door to the Foot Locker, which was a Gold's Gym.
Littlest shoe, he got buff.
And he comes back and he's like, I am Big Shoe now. And the shoes that were still there were like,
Orion.
you stay. Nice! It was already broken. The arms didn't work. How do I die?
Letting the team down.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Peacefully.
Broken arms is what I heard. Hey, I'm sorry, Orion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Break my. Oh, that's too tight of a handshake. Oh,
Carter, you can continue.
After he got buff, he went back. But the baby wasn't there anymore, because the raves are like an hour, if that. And so he lowered to the shoe store. And so
He left the shoe store, back over to the doll store, hoping that we could take his buffness and just kind of smash the windows through with like his shoelaces, that's the word.
Carter.
then Paul Blart showed up and was like, hey, don't break into that.
You can't do that, kid!
Carter.
But he wasn't a kid, he was a shooter. He's like, what are you talking about?
The littlest shoe was so confused. Is he a kid? Is he a shoe?
And then the shoe broke the window.
Carter. Oh! I'm sorry.
So how do I die?
Too many bare feet.
In your sleep.
Got squished by a large watch.
Letting Orion's team down.
I'm gonna die in my sleep. Oh man, it was a good game. I'm just gonna take a nap real quick.
You can finish it off.
So the littlest shoe, Paul Blart aside, smashed through the windows into the doll store, and he climbed up the shelf to the best doll in the store, and he snuggled right up close to that foot and put himself on it as shoes do.
Yay!
The end.